type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Toledo Rockets offense as they take control of the football first. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they...
Gashing the D on the right. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Rockets in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Back to throw, it's Richter. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Crosby. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab, it's White. Fights off a defender. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
And the Rockets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches then.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you start the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
So Akron's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here comes Reese Poffenbarger. They're putting the fortunes of this offense into his hands. Quarterback making adjustments. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
The Rockets will punt this one away. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Finds his man. It's Newell. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Rockets come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quick release on the RPO. Plows through the defense. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Big fella showing some ability. Got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
Pulls and fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw it. It's complete on the right side. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. I'm trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
Keeps it himself. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. The Rockets kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The run inside. It's Smith. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Richter. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And I don't think people realize how fast windows close in sports, man. Like, it happens so fast. It looked like the QB thought he had some space, was going to go get the first down, but you got to love the speed of the defense, corralling him quickly and stopping him short of the first down.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Toledo has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Uncorks one. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense. eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Looking downfield, it's Richter. The throw. Got his man on the right. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Running inside. It's Smith. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Touchdown, Toledo! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle.
Number 93, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Zips ready to go on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gant. Snowed under by the defense. And the Zips with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the...
Snags it and he's open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. Here's a little room there. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Zips back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the ground. He's got it again. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Oh, they're after him, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The run inside. It's Smith. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Right back to the well.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Richter. Unloads to the wideout. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Rockets will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Fires to the big fella. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. The Zips will hustle to the line.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety?
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down. The short return, but what a play to get the football back. Great place to start for this offense. Give to the back. Looking for more room. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Rockets have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Dropping back, it's Richter. Trying to get rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And they're going to play it safe. Conservative approach here, but they'll take the knee and head to halftime. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Running inside, it's Gant. He's past the 30. Could be an alley. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We begin our wraparound with Clemson taking on the Boston College Eagles.
On the move from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The Akron offense ready to set up shop. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Finds us back in the middle. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. That's why you want to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. It lets you beat a blitz. It lets you get a first down.
And that makes me think, do I want to blitz? How do I leave him open? Because they keep dumping it off to the running back and having success. I'm going to think twice about bringing the blitz. Nice read by the QB. Nice job by the running back getting some extra yards and getting the first down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They just keep firing. And that is incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He unleashes a long one. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Bears the pressure. Breaks into the open. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. And the Zips racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it. It's Gant. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Under fire. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. They'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
The defense comes up big time on the 4th down play, trying to get the stop, making sure he doesn't get a 1st down. The fumble, it's just the icing on the sundae. That's fine. We'll take it, but more importantly, they got the big stop and turnover on downs.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Rockets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. With the catch, it's White. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Richter. Turns it loose deep. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Smith. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Smith. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. There's a crease. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. An impressive run from the back, gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Into the third quarter of this edition of Midweek Action, it's 2nd and 10. Fires on the move. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Gets rid of it. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. This offense has it with really good field position. The run inside. It's Smith. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Looking to throw on first down. Plucks it out of the air. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Wants to go right back downfield. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. That's the end of the period, and it's Toledo holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Complete out of the backfield. And he goes